evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nikita Bellis, and I'm your host for tonight. I'm here to bring you some very interesting news on X-rays. Have you ever wondered what's in an X-ray or how does it even work? I'm here to tell you. So it involves a very complicated element named called barium. And while a man named Wilhelm Röntgen was fooling around in his lab in 1895, he discovered the X-ray in solid bones of his hand, and he thought he was hallucinating. And because of this, he locked himself in his room in his lab for 7 long weeks because he thought he had messed up, and he continued doing tests and tests and tests, just making sure he wasn't hallucinating. 2 decades later, physicist Henry Moseley used the same X-ray setup to revolutionize the study of the periodic table. So I'm going to be showing you guys a PowerPoint of all the information about barium. Let's get right into it. So the atomic number of barium is 56, and the symbol is Ba. And the density in the picture to the right is 137.327 grams. Let's talk about its phases. So it is a solid at standard temperature. Its melting point is 1,000 kelvins, which is obviously very hot. And its boiling point is 2,118 kelvins. So now let's talk about the electron configuration, orbital notation, and PELs. So the electron configuration is above there, and to cut it short, it's basically 6s to the squared, which makes it a alkaline earth metal. And orbital notation is right under it with the arrows, and the PEL levels is underneath that with 2, 8, 18, 18, 8, 2. And it basically has 6 levels in total. Okay, so back to alkaline earth metals. So alkaline earth metals are shiny, silvery white, and somewhat reactive metals at standard temperature and pressure. So alkaline earth metals is basically low density, low melting points, and low boiling parts. And they are very hard metals, and they all contain 2 valence electrons and generally form cations with a positive 2 charge. Okay, now let's talk about its electronegativity. Its electronegativity is very low. It is 0.89. This is because it's all the way on the bottom left part of the periodic table. And in the little diagram below, it shows that as you go up and to the right, the electronegativity gets higher. Let's continue on to the ionization energy. Okay, as you can see, this number looks very large. However, it is as you can see in the little diagram, the higher you get, the higher ionization energy you have. So fluorine, again, has one of the highest ionization energy levels. And this number may look very big, but fluorine is basically quadruple it. Its radius. So its radius is 268 picometers. Continue on to the other information. So it does form ionic bonds because it is an alkaline earth metal, and alkaline earth metals form ionic bonds with gases. It is found in a mineral called barite, which covers 0.05% of Earth's crust, making it the 17th most abundant element in Earth's crust, which is pretty nuts to me. And then there's this thing called barium swallow, which is basically when you're getting a CT scan. You swallow this little substance. It's a white powder, and you mix it with water, and you swallow it, and then it illuminates your insides. So in a little picture to the right, you can kind of see how it illuminates that organ in the body, and the doctor can get a better interpretation of what's going on. And yeah, thank you for joining my little broadcast, and we'll just see you guys soon.